Hello everybody and welcome back to Belake Farm. So we're in Saxlingham. We are ready to do a bit of harvesting. We've got this field and the canola field all ready to go. And we've also got plenty of eggs now to sell. So we're going to start with a bit of harvesting. The rain is due to come very shortly, so hopefully we'll get on with the wheat and we can keep the chickens all fed up. So I'm hoping for a half decent yield, or we might even look to see if we can afford another wheat field at some point in this episode. But the field's quite expensive and we haven't got a lot of money to start with. So we're going to get this wheat in and we'll get the canola in because we can get that straight into the oil mill. I think there is a couple of pallets down there that I've basically left until it's a bit better weather. We've also got some baling to do because we'll be baling this straight after as well. And then hopefully we'll put them into our storage and we're going to have plenty of bales to sell this year because I didn't do it last year. I've been stockpiling them because I didn't know what was to come. So as you can see, we've just started this field. We're on the first lap of the headland, so I think we might even just get it all in the tank. But I know about 24,000 litres is about 1 month chicken food, so we're going to be a little bit short. I should have planted some more but we haven't got enough field space for what we're doing at the moment. So I also need to move more grapes down to the raisin factory. We need to get some sugar being made so we can carry on with our honey production. We can move the honey from in front of the chickens across to there because I think we've got a pallet now. But yeah, this episode there is plenty to do, so I'm going to get cracked on. We'll get this field bashed out and then we can move on to the next job. So I'll see you shortly. Right, so we actually got further than I thought. So we've got 18,000 litres in there. So not a bad start. So we're going to have to take the trailer out and we'll go get that filled up. And then we'll finish that last little breed. There's not much left in that field. And then we can get it over to the chickens, or we can put it in the storage pit. I think the chickens have still got a bit of food at the moment. So we might even just put this straight into the silo. And then as soon as the chickens need it, we'll get it back over to them. But yeah, just one more breed, so we should end up with about 20,000 litres, which is about a month's supply of chicken food. So I don't know what we'll do for the rest of the year. We're probably going to end up having to buy a lot of wheat in or barley. We'll find out which one's cheaper and we'll buy that. But yeah, let me get it finished. Quick time lapse, one more breed, and then we'll move over to the canola field. Right, so we're on with the canola harvest. We've just brought the combine down here, and it is a nice big field, so we should be getting quite a lot of yield off here. So what I'll end up doing is I'll get down here, I'll get the combine full, and then we'll go get the trailer out the yard, we'll tip the wheat out, and we'll bring it down to this field so we can get it done. So I'll see you guys shortly. Right, so we are full. So we're going to need to get the Valtra and the trailer. But first, let's get this tipped. And then we'll head on down to the field and we'll go pick up the first load of canola. So hopefully, by the looks of the yield, we might even get a full trailer, if not two, what we can take over to the oil mill, which will be very good. So yeah, let me run this down there. We'll get filled up, carry on with that harvest, and then we might even get onto baling. Right, this is the second empty, so that's another 18,000 litres or thereabouts. So then we've just got the last little bit to do, so we should get a nice full trailer out of this canola crop, which we can dump straight into the mill, and hopefully it can be making canola oil before its best time, which is, got to remember because it's been a while, canola, that's corn oil. Canola oil, there we go. So its best time's November, so yeah, we definitely want to be getting as much as we can made before the end of the year again. So as soon as this guy's done, we'll get it straight down to the mill and we'll get it all tipped in there, and it can be making us some oil ready for the big November sell. Right, so as you can see, not much left of the field to do, so I'll get this emptied, we'll get cracked on. Shouldn't take much longer now. Then we'll get baled up and get all of them bales picked up and into storage. Right, so we are now finished with the canola harvest. So we ended up with just over 4,000 litres left in the combine, and the trailer is full. So I'll get the header taken off and we'll run the trailer down to the mill first, get it all put in there, and then we'll come back and get the last load off the combine. Well, we might even drive the combine towards the mill and then we can get it filled up halfway through. So get the header off, get the header onto the back of the combine, and then we'll take the Valtra and the trailer first, and I'll see you over at the mill. Right, so let's go check on our production and get it reactivated. So the oil milk, canola oil, let's get it activated. So we should be under the 96,000 litres, so we'll get it all in. So our raisin factory's still got plenty in, but we are now out of sugar and corn in the honey production. So we're going to stop the cereal factory for now because we are out of... Although we have got one little pallet over at the yard, which might just finish this pallet of cereal it's doing. So I might bring that back with me when we're coming this way, because I'm thinking we might get all of the eggs sold today. And I might sell the few pallets of canola oil that are there, because I think there's only one or two, just so we can get all the fresh stuff there, and if we forget about it, it doesn't stop the production. But yeah, let's grab this load of, I think it's about 4,000 litres. Let's get it into the mill as well, and then we should be all sorted. And then we can jump on the baler, get it baled, that field. I don't think there's going to be overly many off it, so it shouldn't take too long at all. So I'll see you back at the yard on the baler shortly. Right, so we're off to baling. So I didn't keep my swaths overly neat, but we'll get this all baled. I think we'll get 3 or 4 bales off it, and then we can get them into storage. And then we'll get loaded up, and we'll take some produce for a bit of selling. So I'm going to take the cereal off to get sold, and then we'll take the 1 pallet of canola oil to get sold, and we'll take all of the eggs, because we're getting loads and loads of eggs, so we'll just keep on top of selling them, and then that should be the last time before November, and we'll get top price for everything. So we'll get this all baled up, and then we can get cracked on with selling. So, baling didn't take 5 minutes at all, so we're going to jump in the telehandler, and we'll probably just deliver them straight to storage point. So I'll quickly crack on, and then we'll have a count up, and I'll let you know how many we got. And as you can see, the eggs are full again. So I've already cleared them out once, so I'll be clearing them out again in a minute. But yeah, I'll grab all these bales, I'll get them into storage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There might be 7 bales, so not a bad little yield. But yeah, I'll get them all transported over here, and then we can get some eggs moved, because we've got another, I think it's double stacking them, so we're getting like 9 at a time. So I've already moved 9 out of it before we started this episode, and there was already a load down there, so there's quite a lot of eggs to get sold. But yeah, I'll get all of these picked up and moved quickly. So here we are. Let's get this unloaded and sold. So what we've got is 4,000 litres of cereal, 2,000 litres of canola oil, and 45,000 litres of eggs. And I've just seen it says the eggs are full again. But there we go. So £211,000. Not a bad trip to the sell point. So it now leaves us with £293,000 to play with. So I'll get back over to the yard and then we'll work out what we're going to do with that. If we're going to buy a field, or we're going to get the Unimog we wanted, or what we can do with it basically. I don't know what's going to be best. I don't think we'll get a field for it at this early stage, but it would be nice. So let me head over here anyway and then we'll think about what we're going to do. Right, let's have a look at land. So we have these 3 fields. We can't afford that bit of wasteland at the back there, but I haven't actually been there, so I don't know what. Oh, you get a sort of farm with it, some silos. So yeah, it's not wasteland. It is a nice little extra extension to a yard. Quite a nice yard, to be fair. One day we might own that as well. But anyway, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for fields. So I'd like to keep them relatively local. But I think we're just not going to have enough money at the moment. So we could get something like this. Let's go have a look at this one. A bit of grassland, and we could plough it up and put a crop in it. It's not a million miles away, so we'll just see what the entrance and exit are like to the field, because that really does make a field if you can get in it or not. It's a dirt track up to the road. Not too bad. That is a possibility. These are quite awkward shapes, so I'm not too fussed about that. And then we've got, as you can see, everything is quite expensive around the yard. So I'm not 100% sure yet. I don't know if it's worth it. I do need another field of canola. I want to keep the canola going. So I do know once that canola is done all of its thing, we're going to have a few pennies. Plus we've got the eggs that are constantly making. So it might just be worth waiting for now, but getting the Unimog make our life just that little bit easier. So if we go on here, it's not in the sale unfortunately, because that would have been nice. But I just think the Unimog will, because it's a bit faster, it'll help us get to the sell point on time. So I don't even know if we've got enough for this. If we put the big engine in it, we don't. We might be able to get Oof. So no, we can have it. I think we can only have it as a standard vehicle without the frame on it, because the frame's quite a lot of money. I think we could now leave that a few. We might just leave that for now, because we will soon be able to afford it how we want it. So there's no point of rushing into it. We'll want front hitch as well. Do we want safety frame? I'm not too fussed about the safety frame, especially not at £16,000. But I also kind of want to have rear hitch. If I'm going to do it, I want rear hitch on it, and we want to put the biggest engine we can get in it to make it worthwhile. We'll have it as a 350 horsepower, so we need 311 for it. So I don't think we'll get that today. So let's head back over to the yard. So we're going to need to drill the canola. So we're in July. We can drill canola next month. And we can't put in the barley until September, which we can still drill canola in September. When is our corn will be ready in October, and our sugar cane is ready in October. So really there's no reason for us to be staying in this month much longer. We do need to just nip to the chickens. We've still got food, but as you can see, more eggs, so let's get them cleared out the way. So we're in October. Sorry, we're in January. We're in August, so we're going to get the canola planted, and then next month we can quickly get the barley done. We're going to put barley in this time instead of wheat. So I'm just filling up the drill. I'm going to set a worker on getting this done, and I think I'm going to move some grapes across, and then I'm actually going to sell the rest again, make some more money. Because I still either want a field or a unimog. They're on the to-do list. But what I'm thinking is I might change it so it's doing half grapes, half olives. So if we can get some olives made, we can actually put that into the canola factory, and we can make olive oil, which we can then sell at a premium. So I don't actually know how the oil is doing because we've moved on. So obviously the cereal is turned off at the moment because we're waiting on honey. But for the honey production, we're waiting on sugar and corn. Oil's still got plenty in there, but as you can see, we can do olive oil. So we want to be tackling that. So we've got quite a lot of grapes in there now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to activate olives as well. And we're going to start making some olive oil when they come through. So it'll be a slow progress. It's easier than vines, because vines take up room on the fields and we don't have the room. So we'll do that way. So we're going to get this worker set up down here. He's going to start drilling this, getting this sorted for us, while we're running grapes about. Probably might even do some more egg selling. Just keep that bank account topped up, because if we can afford a nice big field, that'll be excellent. So just bringing the wheat now over to the chicken pen, because we just need to top it up. So I'll get some eggs cleared out of the way. We'll get some eggs topped up, and then we'll get some grapes sold, because they surprisingly brought us quite a lot of money last time, and I was pleasantly surprised with it. So I'll get this tipped. I'll load up a load of grapes because it's going to be quite slow loading them. And then I'll see you guys shortly once we've filled up the raisin factory and sold the rest. Right, so that is the grape raisin production filled up. So I'm going to hightail this over to the sell point, and then we'll sell the 20,000 litres of grapes we've got left, and hopefully that'll take us over £300,000, and then we'll come back. Maybe there might be some more eggs, and we'll take another load for sale because they are producing quite quickly. So yeah, we'll head over there. We're going to leave the canola oil until November because we will get a good price for that. But at the moment, we could do with some more fields because we desperately need more food for the chickens. So I've just tipped in all of the wheat we had. So unfortunately, we're going to have to start buying it again. And it isn't cheap to buy. So it would be better if we could make it. But hey ho. Chickens are sponsoring this series quite well at the moment. Right. Let me rush over to here, get this sold. I've brought the slowest tractor. There we go. As I speak, the eggs are full again. So yeah, I'll rush over here, I'll get this sold, and then we'll head back to the yard. So here we are, selling the grapes. Let's find out what we get for 20,000 litres of our grapes. £43,000. Not too bad, really. Plus 3,000 environmental. So it would be nice to build a bigger grape production area so we can get the raisins going quicker, and we could turn the rest of the grapes into juice, because the juice will sell more than what the actual grape bodies are. We'd also probably wouldn't have that many spare because at the moment we've only got loads because the production takes 10,000 litres, but it takes quite a few months to put out the raisins. So really all we're struggling on now is the sugar. We need sugar desperately. So we've got a lot of sugar cane growing, and we'll soon be harvesting that in October, and then we should be able, that's the other thing we need to do actually while I'm thinking about it. We need to build a sugar mill. So we can't use the money for land or anything. We need a sugar mill, unless there's one on the map we can rent, which I don't think there is. We're going to have to build our own sugar mill. So let me run back over here and we'll have a look into some sugar mills. Right, let's nip over to our production area and let's have a look at some sugar mills. I completely forgot we needed a sugar mill, but it also needs to be able to take sugar cane. This is what I was on about with the grape production. £240,000, a bit bigger as you can see, but it will produce our stuff so much quicker. Right, let's have a look down here. So oil, paper, sawmill, sugar mill, £240,000. Oof, it's pricey, but we do definitely need a sugar mill. So there we go. Another production bought. Leaves us with 99,000 in the bank, but we now own a sugar mill. So we should be able to take all of our sugar cane now straight here. We'll have a look at what the storage is in here. Sugar mill. So we should be able to put 360,000 litres of sugar cane in there. Well, I reckon that might be quite easy to fill up. And then it takes 2 sugar cane to 1 sugar. So is it better than sugar beet? Yes, it is. No, it's not actually. Sugar beet is actually a better, only by 0.5. And cut sugar beet looks even better. But never mind. So we now have a nice sugar mill. So our production area is filling up fairly quick. The other thing we could do, to be fair, is we could go on to the grape production unit at £39,000. We can do that. So as you can see, it now holds a lot more grapes and it should be a little bit faster for us. Perfect. So on its current cycle it does, yeah, so it's about 1 pallet a month it'll do. So it's fairly slow, but we will get there. So now we can tip all of our grapes in there and keep them going a bit longer. The oil mill is now running flat out around here, so we'll go check on that. So yeah, got 5 pallets and plenty of canola oil to be making in the background. And how's our worker getting on? So we're going to possibly sell some eggs now. So yeah, he's not slipping too much, he's getting the job done. But he is going to need some solid fertiliser. So let's chuck the low loader on. We will pick up the eggs, then we'll nip by the store, get some solid fertiliser, and then at least we can drop it off to him on the way past. So I'll see you guys at the field when we're dropping some fertiliser off. So I was going to sell the eggs, but it's full again, so I'm going to go back and get filled up. And I think what we'll do is we'll just speed up time and get as many eggs out of this month as possible. And then we'll probably have to buy some wheat or barley. I'll find out which one's the cheapest one to buy. And then we'll have to buy some to feed the chickens again, and we'll keep them up top. So he's nearly finished with that field. Obviously the rain has set in quite drastically now. So I thought we'll get the eggs all piled up, ready to go, and then in September at least we can drill another bit of barley. We've got the oats that will be ready. I think they're ready in October as well. I don't think we'll need to do another year of oats unless we get some honey juicing really fast. So we might even end up doing 2 barley fields to keep those chickens full. So I'll just head back over here, I'll get filled up, speed time up, and then we'll see where we go from there. Right, so I've been speeding time up a bit, and then I've been moving all of the pallets of eggs out of the way, so I've got quite a few what we'll be loading on soon. The work is nearly finished that field, so once he's finished I'm going to sit here, I'm going to keep moving all eggs out, so we've got loads and loads of eggs, because every hour we get 6 more pallets. But obviously if we fill the point up we don't get the profit off it, so I'll show you again. 6 more pallets, and then we've just got to move them out the trigger, and then we'll get 6 more pallets again. So I'll keep doing this quickly until the point where I've just got to let that worker get finished. So probably this will be the last one, and then we'll let that worker get finished, and then hopefully we should be able to start making, well, I'll move into September basically, and I will drill our barley field. And then every hour we'll just keep moving some more pallets. So you can see how many we've made so far. Just by doing it this way, we're making loads and loads more eggs. So we should have a really nice payday. So I don't even think I'm going to sell them in August, because the price should be going up and up now. So if we have a look at the price for eggs. Where is eggs? So at the moment we've just spawned out, and then obviously September we get better, October even better. And just think, if we hold off to November, £4,000 a pallet, a load, we could be quids in. So yeah, I might just hold off on that for now. And I'm going to take over from this worker, and I'll get this last bit of canola drilled, because I think I can do it slightly faster than the worker. And then that should be this one all nicely done. Right, I'll quickly get this all done, and then we'll move on till September. Right, as you can see, we are in September and we have got tons and tons of eggs. So we'll definitely need to be getting them collected up and sold soon. Or we'll just keep stockpiling them, but they are out of food. So I am going to need to buy some more food. We've got £53,000 in the bank. But for now, I've just started the barley harvest, but I think what we'll do is we'll call it a day now, and then we'll finish this barley harvest and we'll get the chicken food, well, chickens fed next time. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any suggestions, please leave them below. And if you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, you'll get a notification of when I get this field finished. And feeding the chickens and selling all of them eggs, because we are going to do it. But we'll also have the sugarcane to do, and the corn. I'll see you next time. Ciao ciao for now.